Esther, you need to get your word together today. Semi-matte. My hands are shaking.
Pray for me. Pray I find my way.
If and welcome back, I hope you're fantastic today. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Esther, MsTopacJay. So in today's video, I'm going to be trying out the new MAC Studio Fix 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer, and I cannot wait to get into it. If you're yet to join the fandom, subscribe down below, join the fandom, turn on notifications. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I upload videos about 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, so make sure you join the fandom. And without further ado, let's just jump straight into this video. I purchased this concealer from Myers here in Australia. I actually had a gift card that my friend gave to me about a year ago, and I hadn't used it, so it came in handy. Okay, and it arrived yesterday and I haven't opened it. But before we go ahead and open it, let's just go ahead and talk about the product. Now, if you see me looking down, that's because I have notes right in front of me. So this concealer is claiming to have a full beautiful coverage, natural finish, all day 24-hour wear, and it also comes in 33 shades, and it comes in a 7ml bottle. I bought this concealer for 38 Australian dollars, and in the US it's currently 22 US dollars, and it's £18.50 in the UK. Yeah, I believe I picked up the shade NW42, and apparently also extended the shade range in the Studio Fix foundation range. I mean, I thought it was pretty inclusive before, but now it's even more inclusive. I'm not really quite sure how many shades it's up to now, but let me know down below. I think it's up to 50. Whoa, look at this packaging. Ooh, I like this. I don't know why. I think it's because of the orange. I don't know. I haven't seen this packaging from MAC before. So here we are, NW42 Studio Fix 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer, and it says NW42 on the box as well. Okay, in the foundation I wear the shade NW45, and that's what I have on today, and I also use the shade NW45 in the Studio Fix powder as well. So I decided to just go with NW42 because that is like 2 shades before NW45, and usually for concealer it's better to go 2 shades lighter than your actual foundation shade for concealer, and for contour it's better to go 2 to 3 shades darker than your actual foundation shade, you know what I mean? So I kind of went with that rule. That's why I picked the shade NW42. And on ultabeauty.com, they're saying NW42 is deep beige with neutral undertone for medium to dark skin. So I don't know if I mentioned this. So this comes in a 7ml bottle, and it looks like it's the standard. Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, I like spatulas like this, you know. I wish it was bigger, but I don't mind. I say spatula applicators like this, yeah. Smells like Studio Fix. It literally, like, MAC Studio Fix has a signature scent. It feels very liquidy, but it seems to be drying down already. The doe foot applicator is very tiny. I think I'm feeling that way because I've been using the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer lately. So, and that applicator is bigger. Like, you see that? This one right here. So it's a little bit different for me. But the applicator, I must say, is it's much better than the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer applicator. This one is a bit taller, but there's something quite stabby about this. Let me go ahead and blend. I'm going to be blending using the Shop Miss A Wonder Blender. This is blending out really nicely. And by the way, this blender is damped. Whoa, that blended out so nicely, and this is not a full coverage concealer. Let's blend this side. That is actually really easy to blend, easy to control. Like, it doesn't go everywhere. Wherever you place it is where it's gonna stay when you're blending it out. Does that make sense? So here we go. This is the first application. What do we think? It looks good, kind of like a light to medium coverage right now, and I think I'll stick with this shade. I didn't have to work too hard to blend it out, which I really appreciate. Now let's see if we can build it up, and let's see if it's easy to layer, so it's not tugging on what's already down on my face, which is good. And the applicator picks up a decent amount, and a little bit does seem to go a long way with this concealer as well. All right, I'm gonna leave the one under my eye for a few seconds just to see if it's going to, you know, increase the coverage. Okay, that's good. It's not moving the product that's already on my face. I feel like the concealer has disappeared. Where did you go? Oh shit, that's the wrong concealer. I just picked up the wrong concealer. I just picked up the NARS Radiant. Are you kidding? Oh Lord. Okay, I might as well just, sorry. Oh, that's so funny. Huh, they work well together, so yeah. Oh, you can still see the V line. I look like Supergirl. You know, I have V symbol on my forehead instead of my chest. Did she have V symbol and whatever? I don't know. Let's see if we can use the concealer to blend it out. I can still see the V symbol a little bit, but it's already reduced. It alleviated the intensity of the V symbol on her forehead, like Illuminati. All right, now I need to blend this. Okay, so it's kind of dried down a little bit, but not like dry. So even though it's dried down, it's still easy to blend out. Ooh, you cannot touch it. Okay, so the consistency of this concealer is throwing me for a loop. When I'm blending it out with my blender is like sticking to it. Do you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go ahead and set it with a powder. But coverage wise, it literally did not increase for me. I don't see any difference in the coverage like compared to when I finished applying the first layer earlier. I was hoping I would be able to get it to full, but it looks like we're not gonna get there, and I'm not gonna keep trying because it's gonna finish. This is an expensive concealer, so nobody got time for that. Okay, I can feel it under my eye. It's like it's weird to explain. So for powder, I'll be using the Demablend loose setting powder in the shade Warm Saffron. All right, so here we go. I have gone ahead and set the concealer. It looks good. It looked good before and it looked better now. Okay, so there's really not much inside the natural lines that I have under my eyes. It doesn't feel sticky anymore. It definitely sets really nicely with the powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and I will be right back to just show you what everything else is looking like. Okay, babe, so here we are. I've done the rest of my makeup, and as I was doing my makeup, I kept staring at my under eye, and I feel good. Okay, before I was kind of worried a little bit because of the sticky feeling when I was blending it out, but babes, like, everything is looking so good. And mind you, I do not use, let me not say I don't use it. I hardly use setting spray, so I haven't sprayed my face whatsoever. So this is a concealer on its own, and it doesn't feel as weird as it felt earlier in terms of the weight. I don't really feel it under my eyes anymore. I don't know what happened. Is it the powder? I have no idea. I took a picture with it and it looks good. Okay, so the time right now is currently 3:15 p.m. and I actually finished about 40 minutes or so ago. So I'm just gonna go off and give you babes a little bit of a wet test. Okay, so I'll come back in a few hours. Okay, see you soon. All right, babes, I am back, and it is currently 11:30 at the minute. 11:15. Yep, 11:30 on the dot right now as we speak. You probably see it change right here as well because I have the time card and whatnot fit to the camera, which is really good. I hope it works today. Yeah, so here we are. This is what the face is looking like. I am a bit hyper right now because I am hungry. All right, this is literally 8 hours later. The concealer is still the same as it looked this morning, you know, in my opinion anyway, and it didn't really settle too much into my natural lines that I have under my eyes right here, which is good, and it feels really nice still. It doesn't feel wet or anything. It does not transfer whatsoever, does it? No, that was my shine, that was my highlighter, you know. It's just, and I haven't touched my face at all today. I didn't touch my under eye. I did not spray my face, as I mentioned to you babes earlier on. Let's just look at their claim. Yeah, it is not a full coverage concealer right off the bat. It's more on the beautiful side. They are right about that. It has a very natural appearance to it, you know, and it does feel lightweight. You know, I mentioned earlier that I was feeling a little bit weird under my eyes, like I could feel it. It almost felt like it wasn't lightweight, and I noticed that it's probably because it was still setting it into my skin, but once I set it with a powder, it didn't feel heavy or whatever, or sticky or whatever under my eyes anymore. It felt really nice and comfortable, just like the Studio Fix foundation, you know. I feel like this concealer is more like the Studio Fix foundation, but it kind of like changed the formula a little bit, just tweak it a tiny little bit, but it feels to me like I'm using the same foundation. Maybe because I used the foundation today. I don't really see much of a problem under my eye. I mean, I can see bags under my eye, but in terms of coverage wise, like I can't see my dark circles and all that, and there's no patchiness. Even when I touch it, when I rub it, it doesn't move, you know what I mean? It might be because of the powder, but I will try later on with another powder and I'll update you babes about it. Okay, so what else can I say about this concealer? It's very lightweight, it's very easy to blend. It can be a little bit weird because of that sticky-ish texture. So like there's some cons in terms of the stickiness and it drying. If you leave it on your face for too long, it's definitely gonna dry real quick and you're gonna have a problem, as we did on our forehead earlier on, you know, but it's easy to fix compared to other concealers. Do you know what I mean? So would I recommend this concealer? If someone likes a really natural finish, light to medium coverage, non-drying, semi-matte concealer, you're gonna like this concealer. Now, in terms of the price, MAC, as we know, is a high-end brand, but I was doing a comparison earlier and I found that MAC is actually a little bit much more cheaper compared to the other two high-end concealers that I do own. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this concealer for all skin type. It doesn't feel too drying on my skin. Actually, it doesn't feel drying at all, so I recommend it for dry skin, and it definitely, it's still in place, you know, And remember, I have oily combination skin, so I recommend it for oily skin as well. I do know for a fact that some other people have tried this concealer, they didn't really like it. Actually, I've only seen one person, mainly Alyssa Ashley. She's the one that I saw, and she said that other people that she knows doesn't like it either. See, that's what I'm saying, like we all have different experiences, you know. So just go and try out this concealer for yourself. You can definitely get a sample of stuff like this. I know my MAC here does something like that, so if you're really worried about that, just go ahead and try it out, because we all have different experiences. But for me, it's working for me so far. Now if my opinion do change about the concealer, I will update you. I don't know what would change it, but you never know, you know what I mean. Oh, another thing that I do notice is the fact that it dries down to a different color. And initially I was actually worried about the color that I picked because it says beige or whatever. The description kind of threw me off. I did not notice that earlier on, literally, but tonight I literally just noticed it. So here we go. So I applied this one about 15 minutes ago. I applied this one about 10 minutes ago, and you can see that, you know, it's definitely different. This one is still drying down to get to this color, and let me freshly apply it now so you can see. Here we go. Do you see that difference? Do you see that? So you can see that it definitely looks beige when it's freshly applied, but when it's drying down to that more of a rosy kind of beige color or pinkish undertone type of color. It's interesting, but it still looks nice on my skin, you know. MAC products is one of those products that kind of feels like that one family member or family friend that always has your back, no matter how rugged they are or how rough at the edge they are. Do you know what I mean? So even though this concealer shade and whatnot is a little bit rough on the edges, it still kind of suits my skin. It still worked for me. It still got my back, and I always trust MAC products for that, you know. But be aware that it does dry down to a different color, but I don't believe that it continues to oxidize throughout the day. I think it just dries down to a different color. That's the main thing about this concealer. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you found this video helpful and useful. Let me know in the questions down below if you've been trying this concealer. So thank you so much for watching, babes. Today's family notification is Nikki Wiley. Thank you for joining the fam band. Thank you for commenting my video. And who did I gang? Hey, hashtag who did I gang? Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Hoodie gang, hoodie. Oh my god. Anyway, as I said, thanks so much for watching, and as always, whatever you're doing, to love yourself, and I'll see you in my very next video. Bye. Concealer. Oh my goodness. Studio Fix 24-hour. MAC Studio Fix 24 hours. I was actually going well. Oh dear Lord. We have to do this again. What's the word? Shiz. Esther, you need to get your word together today. Oh shiz. Oh my god. Focus. My hands are shaking. The MAC Studio Fix Smooth semi-matte finish. What? Can I speak English? I need to eat. Right, I should finish this video. Never mind, wow, look at my brows. I wish nothing but the best. It isn't over. Never mind. Oh shit. So thank you. What am I saying? So thanks so much for watching. Hello? I want a dog. Hoodie gang, hoodie gang, hoodie gang. Okay, I am so sorry. You know how the okay, let me see serious. Be serious. Yesterday was the time of our life and we were born. Oh Lord Jesus, I need help.